Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nancy and today we're making soft pretzels, which sounds like an intimidating task when you first hear it, but it actually is pretty easy. You just need a few ingredients. Right here I have some warm water, and you do want warm water because we are going to use yeast today, and that's going to help activate your yeast, along with some salt and sugar, some flour, and melted butter. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is put our warm water in our standing mixer. If you don't have a standing mixer, you can do this by hand. So you would just do this in a bowl. So then we're going to put our sugar and our salt in the water. And then you're just going to pour your yeast on top of your water. And the sugar is what's going to feed the yeast and to help it activate. And you want to let it sit here by itself for about 5 minutes till you start seeing it foam up a little bit and you can smell the yeast. Okay, so once you have your yeast activated, you want to take your flour, and we're going to add it 1 cup at a time and make sure we level it off because we want to be precise when we're baking. So we're going to put 1 cup in there and our melted butter. And then we're going to continue to do this. We're going to put it on low just to get it mixed. And then you want to just make sure every cup's incorporated before you start adding your next cup. And once we have all of our cups added, we're going to put it on medium and let it knead for about 5 to 7 minutes or until we have a nice smooth dough. Alright, as you see, the dough is ready to be taken out. It's nice and soft. It's a little bit sticky, but that's what you want because it is going to rise for about an hour. So what you want to do is pull it out of your mixing bowl. And then we're just going to form it into a dough ball. I used about 5 cups of flour. It does depend on how hot it is in your house, of how much flour you're going to need. So if it looks like the dough's just not coming together and it's just sticking to the mixer, you just want to keep adding flour until you see it all forming together in a dough ball. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a greased bowl. And I'm going to make sure some oil's on top of it because we don't want it to get a film on top. And we're going to put it in a warm place in our house. We're going to cover it with saran wrap, and this is going to rise for about an hour or until it has doubled in size. And I'll show you what it looks like when we get there. Okay, our dough rose for about an hour. As you can see, it's doubled in size. So what I'm going to do is pull it out onto some flour. As you can see, it's nice and soft. And also what I have right here is a pot of boiling water with some baking soda in it. The baking soda is going to give you the texture you want that you find like on a soft pretzel. You get that soft inside and the crunchy exterior. Okay, so what we're going to do is cut our dough in half. And we're going to get 12 pretzels out of this dough. So after we cut it in half, we're going to cut each slice into 6. So just kind of form a little log and cut each log into 6 pieces. So I'm going to cut it in half. And then cut each half into thirds. Alright, and then you're going to take each little half and we're going to roll these out into our pretzel shapes. And you make sure you want to roll them out evenly so they're not thin in some places and thick in other places. Alright, and then when you have it as long as you want, you're going to form it kind of like a little smiley face and then loop it around each side. And then you want to press the ends into the bottom. And then you got a cute little pretzel. Okay, once you have all your pretzels rolled out, you want to take 1 to 2 at a time and put them in your boiling water. They're only going to be in there for about 30 seconds, and then you want to make sure you have a greased pan ready. I've sprayed this liberally with cooking spray because you don't want them to stick to your pan, or you can use parchment paper. So I'm going to get all these rolled out, and then I'll show you the next step. Also, if you wanted to make these into pretzel buns, you could just take one of the little things you cut out for a pretzel and roll it around and put it on the back side of it and twist it and make it a little bun. Alright, so after you have your pretzels rolled out, you're going to want to drop them in carefully. And they're going to float in there for about 30 seconds. And you don't want to overcrowd your pan, so just do about 1 to 2 at a time. Just carefully drop them in. Make sure you drain the water off of them. And just line them up on your baking sheet. Alright, so once all of your pretzels have been in the water, you want to take a little egg wash, which is just an egg with a tablespoon of water. And we're just going to brush all of these liberally. And this is just going to help get that golden crust on the top. And we're going to put some coarse sea salt on top, and that's going to help the salt stick to the pretzels as well. So let's get all these dabbed up. Alright, and then we're just going to sprinkle with some salt. You can make these like cinnamon and sugar pretzels. I've made them with cheese and pepperoni on top, which was really good. I'm just doing them basic today. But whatever you want to put on top, whatever kind of flavor pretzel you like to get, put it on there. Alright, these are going to go in a 450-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes or until they're nice and golden brown. And I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Now, if you make that whole batch and you make them like the pretzel buns, what I like to do is put egg wash on them and then cut a little slit on the top. So when they bake up, they get that nice cross section and they get nice and golden brown and look really pretty. As you can see, our pretzels came out of the oven. They smell so good. They look even better. I try to let them cool for a couple minutes, but I can't wait any longer. I wanted to show you the inside, how nice and soft they are. You can see the bottom of it got nice and crispy. They're nice and crispy on the outside, really chewy and soft in the inside. Perfect for any kind of soft pretzel you're looking to get. As you can see, it wasn't that hard to do. It took a few ingredients, it took a few steps, but the payout is so worth it. I hope you give these a try. The ingredients and instructions of everything I did will be listed down below. And I thank you for spending time with me in my kitchen, and see you next time.